There you go, guys. So welcome back. Hey, just going to do a short little video, hopefully not too long. But I just finished watching Brent from Half-Ass Customs work on that. I can't remember what year it is, 50s, whatever it is. That four-wheel drive Chev truck that he's just put that tilt tray mechanism in. And he had that up and he was welding, whatever, and working on it. And I sent a message to him straight away as soon as I seen him in there, and then he started welding with it up. I was like, oh god, it's just one of those safety things you don't think about, but it's a big thing here. I was a truck driver for quite a few years. Still got all my heavy traffic license and stuff, but I think it was about 2014-ish. There's every now and again, it wasn't for the same company, but it was one of the companies that we used to work with a bit. If we're doing bigger jobs, they needed quite a few trucks carting stuff away or bringing stuff to, depending on what they're doing, whatever it was, gravel or just whatever. We were working with these guys one day, and we had all finished up, and he'd gone back to the workshop at their yard. I can't remember if he had an air leak or a wiring issue or something like that in the back. So he obviously got pulled into the workshop, lifted the hoist up, and must have been having a look underneath there to find out what was wrong. Obviously nobody else around. The frickin' seal and the ram let go, and it just went bang, straight down the top of him, cut him in half. We always, and I think he probably did too, but he probably just lifted up to have a look, and didn't put the lockout, what we call a lockout bar. So basically, on the big gravel trucks and stuff we used to drive, which were 10 ton, whatever, empty. I'm talking metric, but you know what I mean. Big truck. But anyway, we used to have a bit of, I think it was about 4x4 box section with a U channel on each end. That we used to, when we lifted the decks up and we wanted to work on anything, we'd put it underneath or on the stay that the ram was bolted on, if we could, one of the stays on the chassis, and then bring the deck down to one of the stays on the cross beams on the deck itself and lock it in there so that it couldn't come down any further and all the weight was off the hoist for that reason. If you're ever working on anything like that, please frickin' build a lockout bar. Put it up, try and get a quick measurement or a rough idea of how long you need. Build something reasonably substantial. Obviously if it's something small, you don't have to have a bit of 4x4, but even a bit of 2x2 or something would do, as long as it's got some decent guts. And put a U channel or something on the end of it so it can sit in there and lock in and it can't slip out, and put the weight down, and because you just never know when a seal or something's going to break, and the frickin' thing's going to come just sending down. Like I know from experience of one time I was driving a truck and they were chopping grass and getting a what do you want to call, chopper, and they'd split the grass into backs of trucks or trailers for winter feed, and then we'd to drive the truck to wherever the big pile was going to be, and they'd push it up with loaders and whatever. And we tipped it off, and I went to tip off and went to release the I had like a big curtain at the back, and these things were a big door in the back, like I'm talking like I don't know, be like the same height as the back of the truck would be, at least the same height as the bottom of the clear light up there, from the ground. So a big high bin on the back of it. So tip it up, went to release the back tray and the one of the seals in the I can't remember how many stage ram, but one of the seals in the ram let go, and the thing just comes straight back down, just boom, just straight out like that, and just big massive pool of oil everywhere. So that can happen so fast, you just never know. We would be, that truck had been fine, been driven around for, it probably was 15 years old, that truck, or might have been even older than that. Never ever given a problem, but you never one day put the hoist up, go to flick the tail door, and this fucking thing just comes slammed straight down. So it happens at any time, you just never know. So I would never work underneath something like that, especially doing that sort of work. even if it was small like that, it mightn't cut you in half, but do you some serious freaking injury, cut a, an arm or a leg off, or crush you, just, you're still screwed, So yeah, if you're ever working on something like that, please pull a lockout bar and be safe. Yeah, I'd hate to see something happen to, especially when you're working with old gear, you don't know what it's been through. Trying to repurpose something like he is. Who knows how old those steels are, when it's going to let go. So if you're ever doing anything with it, yeah, lockout bar or something that lifts off a deck or whatever, if it moves away and you're trying to work underneath it to fix something or make something or do repair or weld something on, weld a bracket on, put a lockout bar on, please. Alright guys, thanks for watching, cheers.